What's going on, guys? I feel like I need to apologize. I feel like I need to say I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart for sleeping on My Hero Academia. Academia is a phenomenal series in my opinion. I did watch the first season when it came out. I went along, but I didn't review it. I'm not saying I didn't like it. I actually really did like it, but it was more of season 2 that made me actually fall in love with this series. I mean, don't get me wrong, seeing Izuku going from where he did, you know, for a quirkless child to where he ended up being at the end of the first season, it was cool. But the second season, somewhere in there, I think it was along the Stain fight, is really what made me fall in love with this series. Like, seeing him develop, seeing him learning how to use the one for all quirk without actually breaking something, and the fucking fight against Todoroki Shoto was fucking amazing. And that finale, the finale to season 2 of My Hero Academia, piqued my interest so much that I literally read every single chapter from, I think the anime left off around chapter 70 or something. I read from where that left off all the way up to 154 or 155 in one day. I read about, what, 80 something chapters non-stop. I literally got in bed, got some food, snacks, or whatever, and actually sat there and read chapter after chapter. Since I've come off my hiatus, I have caught up with a lot of stuff. I caught up with Dragon Ball Super, Boruto manga, One Piece manga. I watched the One Piece 1 hour special, which was fucking epic, by the way. But to me, this is my own opinion, catching up to Academia, just the anime, the season 2 was more fun than all of that. And then the manga, where we are in the manga right now is fucking crazy. I wonder how Izuku's going to get out of this. Deku better pull some amazing shit next chapter. That best believe I'm going to review this shit. Academia has to be one of my favorite series right now, and I'm sorry, a lot of people have been telling me to get on it, and I remember when season 2 first came out, I watched the first few episodes, but it really didn't catch me. I don't know why. I mean, not saying it was bad. I enjoyed it for what it was, but it's just something about the magic of Academia, like throughout season 2, that made me be like, oh fuck, this is way more badass than I thought it was. And I think a lot of people actually felt the way I do about Academia way back in season 1. But when season 1 came out, that's when I had a lot of shit going on in my life. You know, I kind of stopped watching anime, period. And I just kind of watched it and enjoyed it for what it was. I didn't really dig deep into what makes this show fucking awesome. But Academia is amazing. I just want to tell you guys, thank you for everyone who kept hounding me to get on it. I caught up with the manga in one day, and I marathoned the shit out of season 2, I think like 2 days. So in 2 days, I've caught up with the anime and the manga. Like, that's how dedicated I was. And Dragon Ball Super, it took me a few more days. One Piece took me a few more days because I would like read. And not saying I would get bored, but I would feel like doing something else. I would feel like getting on the PS4. I would feel like going to the mall, you know, I had to work and whatever. But Academia, no. There was nothing else but Academia while I was catching up. There was no PS4, there was no Injustice 2, there was no Naruto Storm 4, there was no mall, just me and my tablet and my phone. And this is how serious it was. I was literally on my phone for I don't know how long. It died, and I charged up, my tablet was charged, and I was reading on my tablet, on my iPad, and it died. And then by that time, my phone charged back up, and then it died, and then I started reading. I finished out on my laptop. So I was determined, like all day. It was nothing but Academia. And I don't know what it is about it. I mean, there's a lot of things I could talk about on this series, but I don't want to go into too much detail in the manga, you know, because spoiler reasons. And season 3 is confirmed to come out, but just know season 3 is going to be awesome. I know I'm late on talking about season 2, the finale or whatever, so I'm not going to review it or anything. I just want you guys to know that I know, and there's a dog behind me apparently, that Academia is fucking awesome. I used to say Academia, but I got scolded. It's Academia, apparently. So, my bad. I thought it was Academia because it sounds like Academy, and you know, it's like a hero academy that they're in. So, my bad. Academia. So, don't fucking cuss me out, guys. I'm not gonna lie. My favorite character at first, is probably cliche because he's just so badass, was Shoto at first. But it has moved to Izuku. And there's not many anime where my favorite character is the main character. Like in Fairy Tail, my favorite character is Gajeel. In Naruto, my favorite character is Itachi. In Dragon Ball, my favorite character is Vegeta. My favorites are usually like the anti-hero or like the guy with the attitude. But for some reason, I'm like really attached to Deku. Deku is like the embodiment of coming from nothing to something. I mean, kind of the same as Naruto, but Naruto, he's always had potential. He's had the nine tails in him. You know, he was never not able to learn jutsu. He was always able to be a ninja in his own right. But Izuku, Deku, he came from nothing, not being able to use a quirk at all, like zero potential. Or I'm not gonna say zero potential. He always had potential because he can analyze things. Like he's really smart. But zero like combat potential, I should say, to where he is now, especially in the manga. And that right there is the definition of getting it out the mud, coming from nothing. I mean, it kind of reminds me of Naruto, but like I said, Naruto's always had chakra. In the very first episode, he made like a bajillion clones. And he's always had a nine tails. So he's always had the potential, but he's been, you know, alone for a lot of his life. But Deku, he's been picked on for not being able to manifest a quirk. So seeing him get, like right off the bat, a quirk from the biggest boss that there is in the series, and he's still not perfected it yet, even in the manga, is like, man, I really want to see this guy's progression. And it just really attracted me to his character more and more as it went on, especially after seeing that the full cowling in season 2 that he learned from All Might's former master. Man, fuck, I can go on and on about this series, but it's just so awesome. Just know I'm gonna start reviewing the fuck out of it when season 3 comes out. I'm gonna be reviewing the fuck out of that. When the next chapter comes out, I'm gonna be on it. Academia is like one of my favorite reads and watches that I've seen in a while. I've had so much fun catching up to it. I actually got so pissed off that there were no more episodes that I could watch. It was an awesome marathon, and I would do it all over again, like no question. But tell me what you guys think. Am I fanboying or fangirling too much? Do you like Academia as much as I do? I don't know what it is about the story, man. I mean, there's a lot of things I love about this, and I'll cover that in a different video. I've gone on long enough because this video wasn't even supposed to be this long. But one of the best animes to come out the woodwork in the past few years, in my opinion. It's up there with the big dogs. Like, I love Tokyo Ghoul, I love Attack on Titan, and this is right up there with them. But tell me what you guys think. This has been jbDAuchiha. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.